What's going on, everybody? It's the Myth, the Legend, the Beast of Brawlerz in here. Today we have received patch 1.03 for NBA 2K17. It's out today on the PS4 for what, like 7 gigabytes, and then the Xbox One should be coming really soon. And today we have official patch notes released by PlayStationLifestyle.net. So I'm gonna go ahead and read them out to you and talk about, discuss the changes that are going on in NBA 2K17. Now, if you want to go ahead and read them yourself, feel free to do so, because I'm not going to cover everything, in this video. Some of the things are not that important to you guys. I'm only going to cover what I find, most important for, park players, my team players, career, etc. But just know there's going to be a link down in the description below. With that being said, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing on the gameplay side is substitutions made during a timeout will now immediately apply rather than waiting for the next dead ball. Basically, if you played my team or quick game or any team-based game mode, you'd have to wait until another timeout was called, or someone would foul, or the ball went out of bounds. You'd have to do that 2 times before a substitution was made, and that would ruin the flow of these quick games. My team, quick game, my GM, even a lot of those game modes. It was just terrible all around. So I'm glad that they fixed that. The next thing we have on the list is reduce the frequency of lob passes and increase pass speeds across the board. This is something, a little bit more low-key, but definitely needed. I felt like it was too easy to intercept passes in the lane, especially if someone tried to throw it overhead. You just have to basically spam square, and then your person would just jump up and grab the ball. So this is going to really help those of you who like playing quick game and my team and things like that. If you play park or career, this is also going to help you too. Moving on to the park/prom side of things, this is a long list, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a lot of corners. So again, if you want to read everything that they've changed, link is down below in the description. Now, the first thing that they added was voice chatting to Pro-Am Team Arena. I've always played in the party, so this was never an issue for me, but I can see how this can be frustrating for those in, walk-on or anything like that. So I'm glad that you're able to speak to people and communicate. This makes things a lot easier. The next thing I see that's pretty interesting is injuries in my career will no longer carry over to my park/pro-am games. Regardless of your injury status in your career, your player will always be full health in park/pro-am. I actually got to the part in career where I decided to take a rest for a few games, and I couldn't play any games at all. So that really sucked, and I think I like it that you can get injuries in career. I mean, it kind of freshens things up a little bit. I can see how it'd be frustrating if your career fucks up with your park/pro-am life. So I'm glad that they fixed that. Now, here is one of the 2 biggest things of this patch I'm seeing on the list. Once earned grand badges should now properly appear on your player in Pro-Am games. This is absolutely wonderful news, because a lot of people have been grinding to get these grand badges. I know that I was one of the first ones to unlock one for my player, and I was bragging, and everyone's like, I don't see it. And I was like, damn, I guess it's only in my career. But I'm glad that I'm now able to use this in Pro-Am. I don't know if this is going to be active in park, but Pro-Am definitely, because I always I get a double about every game. I'm always hot on the board, so I'm really glad that they fixed this. Now grand badges actually have a purpose in life, and gameplay should be a lot more fun. We're going to go ahead and skip over to my career, and the second biggest thing I see on here is attributes earned exclusively through off-court events, free throw shooting, stamina, etc. should now properly be saved to your my player once earned. This was the biggest thing people were worried about in 2K. These attributes not saving. I'm telling you, these attributes have costed my team games. Well, we've only technically lost 1 game, but it came down to the clutch. He needed to shoot 2 free throws to tie the game. And he missed one because he had a 65 free throw rating, and we're like, damn, bruh, there's nothing we could do about it because we couldn't upgrade our free throw. So I am really glad 2K has fixed this. I can actually start going to practices and start actually paying attention to what I'm doing, the reaction drills, the verticals, the free throws especially. So this is very great on 2K's part. I'm glad that they addressed this in very timely manner, very quickly. Very good on 2K's part. And it seems another thing that they fixed was the ankle breaker badge should now properly unlock when the appropriate conditions are met. Now, that's where I'm going to stop. There's plenty of more things that you can read about this patch. Again, check the link in the description for full patch notes. But this is great by 2K. They're getting right into it. Not even, 2 weeks into the game, they're already putting out patches, addressing the things that need to be fixed. 2K's on it with the swiftness, and I'm really glad that they're doing this. Because normally we only get, 4 patches a year, and we normally have to wait, 2 months for the first patch. And the game's damn near, broken by then. I mean, someone's already figured out glitches and cheese. But I'm glad that they're addressing some of the things that, you know, needed to be addressed, especially that attribute bullshit, which I absolutely hated because I grinded my practices. But, you know, again, it's really nice to see that 2K, you know, address the things that need to be addressed. So thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked this video, found it helpful, dislike if you did not, and let me know what you guys think about the patch down below in the comments. Thank you and peace.